All right, Coach. Second week of NCHC play, and obviously no breaks in this league. Facing a Western Michigan team at home that's kind of riding some confidence after sweeping Omaha last week. Your thoughts on the weekend?
Well, I think anytime you sweep in our conference, absolutely you gain confidence. And after watching the games back, Western looked extremely organized and competed hard, and buried their chances. Typical Western Michigan team that plays hard, well coached, in your face kind of a team. So, again, like every other week, we have to be ready to compete. We've got to be ready to execute. We're going to be in a battle, and we know it. And we have a lot of respect for Western Michigan. We've got a ton of experience against them in rivalry, not only in our conference now, but in our previous conference in the CCHA. So, again, just a ton of respect for them and the way they go about their business. And, we've had some pretty good battles over the last 5-6 years. So, it's going to be a big weekend, and we need to be ready to go.
Nice. Coaches like to look for kind of teachable moments, and obviously last weekend didn't kind of go the way that you wanted to, opening up at St. Cloud State. This kind of especially for the freshmen on this team that were in the lineup, kind of a teachable moment to hit on at the start of practice this week?
I think every day is a teachable moment. Every day you have an opportunity to grow. Every day you have an opportunity to get better. And sometimes it's magnified when your outcomes are not what you want them to be. But the process and the way we do things remains the same. The work that has to be put in from a day-to-day aspect doesn't change. We're not, obviously the outcomes are not what you want, but the process needs to continue to be what it is, and one of focus on getting better, one on focus on improving in all areas of our game. And, day by day, if we can continue to grow, then hopefully the outcomes start to come.
How much do you preach how quickly things can change around? I mean, we talk about Western Michigan coming off that sweep over Omaha. They were coming off of getting swept on the road, so kind of
college
both
hockey.
ends. Yeah.
College hockey's great. You got another crack at it. This is the sport that we play. You have an opportunity the next time to go out and prove yourself and play well. But the process leading up to those games is the thing that we focus on, and we'll continue to do that.
A couple of questions from Steve Perkins with the Miami Student. Obviously, St. Cloud is a talented team that's been to a couple of NCAA tournaments, played them in the championship last year. But what does your team need to do to kind of respond from last weekend?
We'll move on. We'll see them again here in the new year. It's the beauty of conference play. You get to play 2 at home and 2 on the road. So we move on. We get back to work, and you can't worry about what happened in the past. We learn from it, like you said, and we grow, and we focus on the process. Nobody in our locker room is concerned about what happened last week. You can't focus on that stuff. That's not how our program's been built, and that's not how our program operates from day to day.
Another one from Steve. Obviously, Western put a lot of goals in. I think they scored 10 against a team in Omaha that hadn't lost. I guess how do you prepare for a team like that, especially a team that you're as familiar with, playing so much over the last few years?
Well, like I said earlier, we have a lot of respect for Western. They played great against Omaha. Omaha was playing really well, and anytime you sweep any opponent in college hockey, it's a big deal, and especially someone in our conference. So they're playing really well. You got to be ready to go, and that's the message we're sending to our guys.
First couple of days of practice this week, seen a pretty good jump out of the group.
Yeah, it's good. I like our team. I think we're getting better as we go. Sometimes it might not seem that way to the outside world, but our guys are focused. Our guys are working hard, and their approach in the process has been very good.
All right, thank you.
Good, thank you.